This is for Barbara, and they're just lobbing it down. And say, so it's only a divan.
Don't break the tubes. Whatever happens, don't break the tubes.
Sometime later.
For me, it's a goodbye from you, Lee. Say ta-ra.
First time Kayden's been, isn't it, Kayden? Yeah. So you have no idea what's going on right now, have you, Kayden? That's it.
There you go.
You're digging, Kayden.
Right, let's get this vlog started. Hello Russia, how are you? What are you up to? You're a hot dog. So I've just popped into Lidl because these ice creams from Lidl, I love these, and in a box you still get 6. So remember the other day I bought their Magnum, wasn't it? And they've gone from 4 in a box to 3 in a box, thinking we're all stupid, thinking it's I don't know, the manufacturers are all like magicians doing a bit of magic, like an optical illusion. They won't notice that there's an ice cream missing. Yeah, we do. But I do have a little bit of a passion for these, and this is the first one. Oh yeah, this year. Always rains when it's an early bin day. It's raining today. Well, spitting, but that was on the forecast. Right, we've got a bed being delivered. Benson's for beds. Like I said, I thought it was just going to be a straight divan bed. So a couple of gentlemen have just bought it all in. So this is for Barbara, and they're just lobbing it down. And say, so it's only a divan, so it just literally just screws together. All the rest of it. So meanwhile, cup of coffee. And today this is going to be a video of 2 halves, which I'll come to in a bit. So I've got washing everywhere at the moment. I've got some clips from Sandra, which I'll explain in a bit what they're about coming up. But now the electricians have pretty well finished in the garage, I'm going to have a mad sort out. And now I've got an idea of where the channeling is going to be coming in. I'm now going to start to bring some things out of the garage into the house. Just a good example, the living room. I've got 3 big long CD racks that can come out, and I think there's about 4 boxes of CDs and the shelving and a couple of bits and bobs like that. I'm actually now going to start to relocate. I think I explained on the last video that my electrician is not going to be back now for another week, but she's now going to put me a week behind coordinating things. And the biggest one that I'm trying to work out at the moment is getting a plasterer, which I'm hoping to touch down within the next 24 hours. And if I can't do that, I'm going to have to put my decorator back a couple of days. Anyway, coffee and beds. What a way to start the day. A complete mystery solved. That's right. As Sandra said, when they come in, they're going to assemble it and blah, 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 blah. I think, oh, it's a divan bed. They just go together, and there's 2 bolts. Anyway, there's no assembling on it because it's a single bed. It's just a divan they bought from a very expensive shop. Anyway, nothing to do with me. The mattress has just come out of a vacuum bag, so that's going to take a few hours to inflate. Is it the right way round? Yeah. And then it's basically it's a single divan. And if you're new here and you're wondering we're unsure whether that unit is staying or not. We don't know at the moment whether we're keeping that. And the cards, I think I explained a while back that people have sent us weeks ago now, isn't it? I've kept them all here because Barbara's not been, and obviously Barbara's mentioned in a lot of them cards. So as and when Barbara comes, that's the single bed. He needs assembly. I don't know. What's going on, Russia? What's going on? Did strange men come? You've had the electrician here, haven't you? You had called the decorator. You're going to have a plasterer here. All very strange, isn't it? Right, I was making a cup of coffee. Just clearing now. I can make some manoeuvres. Not in the dark, in the light. So there's some washing on there. I've got a washing machine going on there. I'm now going to start to decant some things from the garage into the bungalow in preparation, because the garage is just absolute chaos at the moment. So I've just cleared now all these boxes over here. we had some, I'll show you what's going on here. So we had some, for the outdoor furniture, we had some cushions. Hello, Rasha. You're very nosy, aren't you? So these will end up in the garage. I've just put them in here at the minute. This is watertight. And then I'm now going to bring in some bits now from the garage into the living room. I've got a CD rack, CD boxes. I'm going to bring in a number of other boxes into here. And then that should, all being well, make the whole coordination in a few weeks' time when Sandra's up properly a lot easier to sort out where things are going to go, and it will save Sandra quite a bit of backache. And then just trying to work out with this plastering now. So all these walls don't need to be skimmed. It should just be, I think I've explained, we've got channeling coming down here, and just trying to coordinate this via messages is not too easy. Right, so that's to go to the tip so far. Oh, hang on a minute, sorry, I've got some old tube and light fittings here to go as well. And while the electrician was here, so the grass needs cutting again. Just come up here. So Sandra said we'd only get 3 cars on the drive. So where I am, you can get another car there, and you can get another 4 cars there. So yeah, there's enough car space for about 8 cars on the front of the property. So I just need to load these into the back of the Corando because I'm doing a tip run before I go to ice. Don't break the tubes. Whatever happens, don't break the tubes. Right, so state of play at the moment. I've now got a light switch what turns everything on. And in here was all sorted out into some kind of order, which is not now. But I am now going to start to, it's overwhelming. I am going to try and sort what I can put into either the conservatory or our living room and possibly the kitchen. And then in a bit more detail, what's happening. So we're going to have basically the old kitchen work thing that we had. I'm going to put a workbench down here. So I'm going to need a worktop on here. We've now got this. Obviously, this all needs brushing off. These are all new. All the trunking is all this conduit has been done proper. So I now got plug sockets for man things, which we didn't have before. Down the bottom end of the garage down there, we've now got plug sockets for man things, or lady things, or crafting things. This corner here I'm leaving alone at the moment because there is still some work to be done. We've now got plug sockets down here. So I could possibly at some stage end up with our freezer that we've got and our dryer that we've got down this neck of the woods, because I'm trying to keep this side everything low because we've got these windows which is obviously letting in light. So that's all new. How many plug sockets have we now got in here? Now I've got 2 over there, 2, 4, 6, 8. Can I get through here now? 8. That's great. This guy's going to be a great man cave, isn't it? I've got 2 here as well, 10, and I've got 2 here as well. So I've got 12 plug sockets in here, 12 more than I've got in the entire house, which is going to be great because, as I say, this can be used as a workshop for Sandra for doing crafting and things like that. I may end up with some kind of a studio in here. Yeah, all sorts going on. So just that's a message off my plasterer who's possibly going to nip over today. But everything is covered in brick dust. I have the charger off the little e-bike there. I've got something going on with e-bikes as well. Right, I think where shall I start, Neil? Where shall I start? I think we'll start with the CD racks. I think yeah. I'm going to start in this corner here. Does it look like we're making progress? Right, I'm working my way from that end to this end. And I've currently got more jam jars from Manchester than the jam jar shop sells. And as well as all the jam jars in here, I've got a greenhouse full of jam jars and bottles as well. Anyway, whatever. that big area there is now underway. I just need to clear these boxes, and then I'm going to be decanting everything over there, and as I say, in the next couple of hours we should get a bit of space. You know, there is one consolation currently. Those that know with what I'm going to say now will understand. If you don't understand what I'm going to say, don't worry, it comes from an old vlog. There are now more jam jars than I've got buckets. I think, I'm sweltering, sweat pouring off me. I have only got a couple of buckets that I found. I don't know where all the Sandra's buckets have gone. They've probably all gone to the bucket heaven up there. But I think we need to set up a jam jar shop. Basically, virtually all of this pile here now, so I've just put the fridge up there, is jam jars. Oh, and books. Oh, and wool. Oh, and a weaving wheel. And more jam jars, and more books. Does it look like I'm getting somewhere? Right, pull the pallets out. Right, I spent 15 minutes looking for brushes. Where else would they be? Apart from in the coal shed. They used to be in here. So I need to get all this electrical stuff swept out. Our electrician does leave a bit of gubbins behind. But basically, we can get that swept out and get that rack put back. One rack out, which I've been told is all he's going to need. Fingers sometime later. Right, so I was just trying to explain. So I'm not going to put those in because there's still a consumer box needs moving out of the garage into the kitchen next week. It's going to be quite a messy job in the bungalow. That corner needs to be kept clear. All the stuff that was everywhere. Now I've got a pallet here now, so I'm going to move a lot of that stuff too. Here is going to become a worktop, a workbench. So we've got these old kitchen units here, and I need to measure up to where the door opens to put another carcass or something in here. Possibly some shelving up here, but basically that's going to be the workshop. Down here, as I say, this is all Sandra's stuff. We'll coordinate with what she's going to do down there as far as a jarring. More jars in the jam jar shop. And weaving, I think weaving, whatever, and wool, crafting, making. Anyway, we'll put all this down here. We'll sort it out with Sandra. So we've got plug sockets down here now. We've got the dehydrator here, which Sandra's really looking forward to dehydrating in bulk. But, can you see any progress? Does it look like there's any progress? I think there's progress. I need to get this pile out and then start sweeping. There's a lot of wiry type stuff on the floor, and I've got cardboard boxes here because I am going to be doing a shop and a tip run soon. Right, now then, I think this taking shape ish. So that pile there is stuff that needs putting on shelves. There's quite a lot of photo albums in there and records and things like that. So this pile here is all Sandra's. This is just going to have to be really gone through. And again, just sort of moving forward with Sandra, we may end up with another worktop down here. Top tip: decking boards. You know the big long decking boards you get. They're quite sturdy, aren't they? You can actually use decking boards as a worktop. Like down here, you only need 3 lengths of decking boards, and it's a lot cheaper than the really heavy kitchen tops. Anyway, as I say, once Sandra's here now, the electrician carnage in here should be all done. But he's done a fantastic job. As I say, all this has all been moved. Everything's fully enclosed. These are all LED lights up here now. He was even explaining that the clippings up here are metal because of fire regs. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye. So previously, all these were just tagged down. There is tidying up to do down there, but all of these were just tapped down. None of it was in conduit or trunking or anything. So most of it now is all neatened up, and as I say, we've got all the lights, and just literally a light switch here to turn everything on and off, and then one down at the other end. Loads of power sockets. So it's going to cost me, my bill for this is going to be quite a few grand when it's all finished. But it's a one-off. This electrical work now will probably outlive the property. Does it look like there's any progress? Does it look like there's anything? Give me a quick look inside as well. Has got those bits out now, so that's all CDs and DVDs which is going to fit onto them racking there. I don't know at this stage where we're putting those. I've now decamped myself out of the kitchen into this corner here. There is going to be some plug sockets going in there which come from the hall, so that's where my laptop is. That's where my creative juices flow when I'm editing my videos and things. These all need assembling. Sorry, this is just a bit of junk, some tables, tripod for product reviews. Close up the front door. I've got an I think I mentioned, didn't I? I've got an inflatable bed coming as a spare bed, but that's Sandra's mum's bed now. The mattresses come up and all the rest of it. There is going to be a bit of carnage in here because the lighting's going to be done. We are going to get a couple more plug sockets added into this room as well, while we've got a blank canvas. That's the word I'm looking for, isn't it? Kitchen table full of my usual crap. Conservatory now, a lot of it cleared. These are boxes for Sandra to start going through. She said she was looking for instruments and music last time she was up. Anyway, these are slowly start unpacking. I've got printers. I'm missing my laser printer, which will probably turn up somewhere. Yeah, just slow and steady progress. I've also found, what have I done with it? So I've got washing going on here. I've just found a load of old bedding that I'm going to wash. That was quite good quality, and I just found another bag of other bedding which I'm going to wash. So Sandra was sorting all this lot out last week. I'm just going to have to just dangle it up. I've got a dryer in the garage that you've seen now, so I've got a dishwasher going on as well. But yeah, what do you think of that? Would you call that progress? Or is he just moving stuff around? And I keep losing the dog, and Rasha keeps hiding right underneath the dandy. She keeps going right underneath there. Right, I need a bottle of water and a sit down.
We're in the Corando, aren't we, Lee? And we're off to, where are we off to? Iceland's and via the tip. Yeah. We're not going to get shouted at again, are we, Lee? Last time, do you remember what happened last time? He was very grumpy, wasn't he? Yeah. Right, so we've got some idea, better handle on what's going on. Yeah, and we're going to stock up on extra ice cream as well. Right, let's vlog off here from the tip. So, what have we got here? Number 2, Lee. Got wood, non-recycling cardboard. Fluorescent tubes go over there, oil over there. And I said, where'd you put your scrap metal? And he said, oh, you've driven past it, it's round there. Last time we went round there, he told us to come round here, didn't he? It's the most bizarre place here. Right, I'm going to finish this vlog here. We're off to Iceland with Lee. And the next clips are some clips what Sandra sent over. She had a day out with Lucy and Kayden, our grandson. They went to Applejack's. So here's Lucy, and it's goodbye from me. So it's goodbye from you, Lee. Say ta-ra.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Good morning. It's Saturday. I'm going to go and do a bit of shopping shortly. So I'm just doing a little weekly car chat before I go. So this... I feel like I've done so many weekly car chats. So 3 months, I know, 12, 13 weeks, is it something like that? This has been going in total. Anyway, last week was the 4th week before I finish work. Next week will be the 3rd week before I finish work. So see, 3 more weeks to work. How that's not clear, I'm not sure, Neil, but anyway, that's where we are. And yeah, so it's a gorgeous sunny day, so I'm quite excited. It's a weekend and it's a gorgeous sunny day, and so got a bit shopping, a few bits to do. I had a nice quiet slow start to the day. I had a late night last night trying to look for signs of the Northern Lights, which I know lots of people did see. And Neil's got some fantastic photos over on the east side, and JP and a few people. There were spots around here, so literally a couple of miles from where I was in Timperley, people had pictures apparently over in Mobley, a couple of miles away, but where I was, there was not a lot happening. So yeah, so I had a quiet morning because I was up a bit later than normal trying to look for Northern Lights. Anyway, and then tonight I'm taking my friend Sarah, who's been kindly putting me up all this time, looking after me, and also hopefully Barbara, to a bell ringing Kaylee, which I was not expecting to be a thing at all. But anyway, it's just like a little fundraiser thing. So my friend Sarah likes these things, my mum likes going, so we're going to support this bell ringing fundraiser later on tonight, see how that goes. And then if we're really lucky, there might be some more Northern Light activity somewhere in the local area, but we'll be more sort of Warrington direction, see how that goes. Locally, I did check on the address trackers, so they said most likely to see something at 3 o'clock in the morning later, so I don't know that I'll be up that late. That's very late. Yeah, anyway. Right, yeah, so another week gone. A little bit under the weather this week. I had a 48-hour flu bug last week, and obviously I still wanted to go to our new home at the weekend, which was lovely, but I probably didn't rest as much as I should have done, so I'm still struggling a little bit this week, so I've not really felt to do much filming or anything. But anyway, so I'm trying to mostly take it a bit easy this weekend. I've done a bit less than I planned to do, to be truthful, just to give myself a chance to rest a bit. But the weather, my gosh, it's amazing. The weather was so bad for so long. It's just so nice to have a bit of a reprieve, a bit of warm, sunny weather. So definitely want to make the most of that. And yeah, good stuff. Fabulous. Right, I need to crack on with my bit of shopping, and I'll catch you all later. Good evening. So you can hear in the background, I'll do a very quick bit of filming in the background, but a bit of a challenge getting here. But we're in Stockton Heath, and this is a bell ringing fundraising barn dance stroke Kaylee. Follow me. Good morning. I've got visitors in my car today because we're out for a day trip. We have the lovely Kayden and Lucy. Say hello.
Hiya.
Say hello. You're on camera.
Hiya. He loves looking at himself.
So we're at a place called Applejack's, and it's the first time Kayden's been, isn't it, Kayden? So you have no idea what's going on right now, have you, Kayden? What are we doing?
Gonna go have some fun. Yeah?
So let's go. Kayden's found the sand and the diggers. Diggers, so you see the diggers? Look at you, we're going to drive it. We're on the swing, aren't we, Kayden? You swinging?
You still got your stones.
Still got your stones. Woo!
And you're all sandy.
Kayden, enjoy the diggers. Kayden found the pigs. Found the pigs.
Oh, is it digging? Its mouth. Try to see.
Doggy.
Yeah, doggy. Doggy. Oh, careful.
Doggy.
Where is the doggy? Doggy.
So Kayden's going to go on his first ever tractor ride. Hope he likes it. Just waiting for Lucy and Kayden to come back from their tractor ride, and here comes the tractor. Wonder what Kayden made of that. Wouldn't mind driving a tractor one day myself, could be fun. Where are you going, Kayden? We're going to go in the bouncy castle. Why? We're going, Mummy.
You want me to come with you? Come on then. Come on. Go on. Here you go. Come in. Don't make your mind up. Don't make your mind up.
Gonna have a bounce instead, are you?
It's a bouncy now. Look at that area. Look on it. Oh, boy, bounce.
Kayden's having a think about what to do in the bouncy castle. Kayden. That's it.
There you go.
You digging, Kayden?
Wow. Don't empty it. Ready? Ooh, out it goes. Up it goes. What are you doing? That goes back down. That.
I think Mummy's enjoying it anyway. There you go. Go, Kayden, that's it.
What are you doing? Gonna get some sand in there.
Kayden's found the ballpark, haven't you, Kayden? You're going to do a slide? You're going to go down the slide? Good boy. Feeling brave? Woo! Woo! Ball, that's right, yeah. Lots of balls, isn't there? Hiya! You say hiya. Say hiya, Grandad. Can you say hiya, Grandad? You got 2 balls. Look at them. Cheese. Hi. Say bye-bye now. Say bye to the camera. Oh, nice tummy.